Hi, Sodowsky Law. My name is Nuari and I'm Amen-Alfred. I am a political science major at the New School, and I want to first say thank you so much for this wonderful scholarship opportunity to begin with, and secondly, I'd love to share with you what I believe the most important attribute of a lawyer is. So when I was younger, I was an artist through and through. I always had my head in a new volume of a series of unfortunate events or a monologue drafted in my head for a character I would definitely be building a short story around later that night. I was the girl that teachers nominated for poetry contests, writer showcases, and school plays, and also the girl who was told to stop journaling in her third grade classroom. She'll be an author or performer one day, they said. And for a while that felt true, but then came middle school where I traded my metaphors for logic puzzles in the debate club, and I didn't argue to win. I actually argued with the falsification energy of Karl Popper, rather, tearing down my very own claims to test their architecture. I felt if an argument couldn't survive its own dissection, I'd rebuild it until it could, and I became a skeptic of everything, even my parents. I'd ask, "Mom, why are we vegan? Mom, why is our ceiling always leaking but the building across the street looks brand new? Why did the grocery store close down again, and why does it take so long for EBT to work when it reopens?" I didn't have the language for gentrification or food apartheid yet, but I felt the imbalance early. I grew suspicious of everything around me and everything even I identified with. At 13, I was leading breathwork sessions with classmates, Qigong routines rooted in Taoist science that I learned from my grandfather, who practiced them with me every morning. That year, my school paired each 8th grader with a high school mentor, and after junior high graduation, mine wrote me a letter I never forgot. Nuari has a placid disposition she inspires in everyone she's around. She's going to be a great wellness leader one day. And that hasn't changed, but if you're following the saga, you can guess that by high school I indeed took on a new hobby. I was a lobbyist now. I pushed to accredit birthing centers under Article 28 and pitched decolonized midwife-led care with the Lower East Side Girls Club to counter medical racism and hospital gatekeeping. I lobbied for transit-forward planning and bugged New York City elected officials relentlessly. And even that hasn't changed, because now in college, I'm just finishing up an internship with the New York State Assembly, where I've gone from pitching the ideas to elected officials to drafting them myself. I've written housing equity legislation, crafting proposals to reclaim upzoned but idle lots for transit-forward goals, and have helped constituents navigate eviction, food access, and immigration hurdles. I don't have a JD. I'm currently an undergraduate rising junior on the pre-law track, but I believe the best attribute of a lawyer isn't aggression, cleverness, or even a command of precedent, as most would say. It's composition. The true lawyer is a synthesis of language, systems, community memory, and forward strategy, someone who translates complexity into clarity without sacrificing nuance. A lawyer should think like a planner, write like a poet, and listen like a healer. Thank you so much.